Hello, welcome. My name is Matt McWilliams, and I'm here to talk about what a community is to me.
And who am
So,
I?
who am
I'm a
I?
straight
Here I
white
am again.
male.
My
I'm
name is Matt
47.
McWilliams, as I said
I
before.
live in the Bay
I'm a
Area,
straight white
and I
male.
pretty much
I'm
only speak
47.
English, although I do have a
I
little bit of
speak
Spanish.
mostly English. I have a
And who
little bit
am
of
I? I'm
Spanish,
a
not a
straight
whole lot.
white
I have some
male. I'm
Spanish friends,
47.
and I'm trying to
I
work
live
on
in
my
the
Spanish
Bay
a little more, but
Area,
pretty
and I
much
pretty much only
just
speak
English right
English,
now.
although I do have a little bit of Spanish. As
And
I
I live
said,
in
I
the
live
Bay
in the Bay
Area,
Area
right on
at
campus at
Stanford
Stanford
University,
University. There's
which
around
is very interesting in
15,000 or so
itself. It
people
has
that
its
live at
own
Stanford
different kind of community
that aren't
dynamics.
students. They're
In
either
order to live in one of
professors.
these
You have to,
houses, you have
in order
to
to live in the housing
work
here,
for the
you have to
university, but I'll get into
work for the
that a bit
university in
more
some kind of capacity,
as I
either as a
said, I live in
professor
the
or
Bay
in
Area
the
at Stanford
administration or something like
University,
that.
which is
And
very interesting in itself. It has its own
my dad was
different
a
kind of
longtime
community
professor at
dynamics.
Stanford. He has a little apartment
In
in the
order to
back,
live in
and
one
I
of these
live
houses, you
there.
have to
But living on this
work
campus
for
has
the
its own
university, but I'll get into
interesting
that a
community
bit more in a
dynamics,
minute.
which I'll get back into here in a minute.
As I said, I'm
I'm
also
also
a
a
really
big music
fan.
fan.
I
I go to
a
a
lot
ton
of
of concerts. I listen to music all day long.
These are three of my
And
favorite
these are
bands.
three of my favorite
And
bands.
they have their own really
And I'll
tight
tell
knit
you in a
community,
minute
which
why
I'll
they are
talk
very
about
important
here
in
in a
terms
minute.
of community. In just a second, I'll
These are
explain
also
why
big
music
they
are
are in my
important
life.
also in
I'll
terms
get
of
into
community.
that in a minute.
I'm
These are
also so what
to me,
community means to
community
me is a group of people that come together based on shared ideas, and most importantly shared interests. Now, these interests
this
and
can be
ideas
definitely
can
without
transcend
borders or
borders
with
with the
borders. I
internet
think
now.
with borders
You can
is
just follow
also
people, Reddit, Instagram,
makes the
Facebook,
community
whatever
as
you
well,
want.
and you be connected
But with
with
the
people
internet, you
across
don't
borders.
have
But
to
these
have
borders
borders.
also
Like,
be
kind
friends
of
with
do matter
somebody
in some ways too.
across the
As I said
globe
before, I live at Stanford.
based on our shared interests.
Everybody
or
that
ideas.
lives in the housing has to
But
work for
geographically,
the university. So
it can
it's
work
kind of
as
a
well.
bit of a
As
different
I said
dynamic
before, I live at
here in that
Stanford, which is very
everybody's
interesting
really
because I
concerned
said
with
everybody,
education and doing what's best for
in
the
order to
for
live
the
in one of these
university and
houses,
the
has
community. What's
to
best for the university
work
is what's
for
best
the
for the
university.
community in this case.
So you have a group
And
of
the music thing too is also interesting.
15,000 people
Where everybody in the house,
people can come together,
share
share
educational
these
background,
ideas and values,
provides
and the bands that I
education.
mentioned before.
So there's a
have
real
huge
sense
This
where
following
I live
travels to
of,
every show,
and
doing
they
what's best
sell
for the
items on the
university,
lot
coming together, and there's a
and
real educational
it's
background,
incredible.
but it's
On
on
real
campus
community
here.
that comes
So
together.
it's a
and
little
can do some
different
real positive
than
things
some of the other communities that
for
you might
each
be
other,
part of, especially different than places
me,
on the East Coast
community
where
is
there
a
aren't
group of people
necessarily
that
come
housing
together based on shared
campus
values,
the way there's housing out here.
ideas, and most importantly, shared
And the music
interests.
thing too
Now,
is
these interests
very
and
interesting
ideas
because
can
transcend
that's
borders with
very
the
much
internet
shared
now.
interests. I'm
You
part
can
of
just
these
follow
communities,
people,
and they
Reddit,
travel
Instagram,
everywhere.
Facebook, whatever you want, and you be connected.
And
So
community is very important to me because
especially
of
the sense of community, the protection that you get,
the sense of protection that you get,
especially
within
when
it.
There's a need that
Whenever
needs
there's
to
an
be
issue,
addressed within the
these
community.
people all try
I'll
to
give a
get
great
together and do
example
the best
in the
things for
Grateful Dead
themselves. A
community.
couple really quick
Which I'm
examples
part of this summer
from the
there
Grateful
was a
Dead
guy
community,
that
which
shows
I
he
am
was
part
a
of.
vendor, and he
This
was
summer
a sexual predator
on Reddit, actually,
and
they exposed
there was a lot of bad
there was a
stories going
predator,
around.
sexual predator.
The
in
Reddit community
in
got
the
together,
community,
shared those stories,
and
gave
he was going
victims
around to all the shows and
voice
vending
and a way
things,
to
and turns out
address
he'd done
these
a lot of
issues.
really
And
bad
then they even
things.
took these issues
So on
even
Reddit,
farther
the Grateful
to
Dead
the
community
authorities.
came together
And now that guy's actually in a lot of trouble,
giving everybody else.
And if you look on the other side of the
voice
screen
to come
at the
forward,
Dead
tell
and
their
Gone,
stories.
that's a
Gave a lot of
podcast
other people
where
voices
the
to explain what happened.
authors
to
of
them.
the podcast got
And
together.
this person
and
has since been
basically
banned
solved
from the
murder
community
from
He
the
can't
1980s
vend at
using
shows
the
anymore.
resources available.
And in fact, the law
getting
has
the
also got
Grateful Dead
involved.
community to come together.
And on the other side here, there's a
this
podcast
time,
called Dead
whatever,
and Gone,
and
in
they
which
took this to the
they
authorities
actually
too. There's
use
both great
the Grateful
examples
Dead
of how
community to
communities
solve
can
and
come
murder
together
when
from
there
the
is
1980s
that
collective
been
need
unsolved
to
for
get
years
rid
and
of
years and
some of the
years,
bad things.
and they went back through the community using
So
the resources
community is
available
important
there,
to me,
and having
especially the sense
all
of
the people
community
came together to
protection
try
that you
and
get
one common goal,
especially
taken
when
care of,
there's a
and
need
that
that
was
needs to
to
be
solve
addressed
murder.
within the community. Libraries really need to focus on what communities are after because they need to know what that community wants. Like a rural community would have much different needs than an urban community, or for instance, if you had a library that had a lot of 55 and older communities like my parents live in, they frequent the library every day. Their needs are much different than others, and you need to focus on what the community is asking for so that you can provide it. Your job is to give people information. How they get that information is also very important, so you should focus on what they're asking you to give them. Thank you for joining me for my talk about community. I hope to get to know all of you a little bit better during the semester. Thank you very much.